Hi children, good morning. Are you happy today? Uh, which period is this? Do you know? This is our general science period. And I know that you have already learned the first chapter. Did you study that chapter? I hope that you studied. And today we can start our second chapter. The chapter name is Uses of Plants. Uses of plants. And I think that many of you have a garden in your home. In your garden, so many plants are there, isn't it? And these plants, all the plants, not only these plants, all plants give us many useful things. Today we can learn which are the things that we get from the plants. See, plants provide us the following things. So, which are the things that we get from the plants? One by one we can learn. First is food. What is food? You know, anything that is eaten for our life or living and growing is called food. So, the first thing that we get from plants is food. Food is anything that is eaten for living and growing. Okay. And the second thing is oxygen. You know, for our life or for the existence of all living things, we need what? Oxygen. And we all know that plants release oxygen during a process called photosynthesis. So, plants release oxygen during a process called photosynthesis. Do you know what is photosynthesis? Photosynthesis means it is the synthesis or preparation of food, and that is done by plants. During this process, plants release a gas which is called oxygen. So, plants release what? Oxygen. During which process? During the process photosynthesis. Is it clear? So, we are learning about the useful things that we get from plants. First one is food. Second is oxygen. It is a gas which is released into the air or atmosphere during photosynthesis. Photo means light. Synthesis of food in the presence of light is called photosynthesis. So, which gas is released during photosynthesis? Oxygen. So, plants give us what? Oxygen as the useful material. Then, third thing that we get from plants is medicines. We all know that. What are medicines? Medicines are the substances which are used to cure diseases. Am I right? Medicines are the substances which are used to cure diseases, various diseases. So, plants give us medicines as the useful thing. Then, next is plants also provide us or give us wood. So, wood, you know, it is a part of the tree. Wood is a part of the tree and we can use wood for many purposes. Later, we can study in detail about all these things. Next is fiber. You know, fibers are thread-like structures which we get from the plants. Fibers are what? They are thread-like structures which we get from the plants. That is the next thing. And the last one, fodder. So, what is fodder? Fodder means it is the feeding material which is given to, or the food item which is given to cattle. You know what are cattle? They are the farm animals, okay, like a cow, bulls, etc. Okay, so I repeat, we are learning about the useful things that we get from plants. Which are they? First is called food. What is food? Anything that is eaten for living and growing is called food. And the second thing that we get from plants is oxygen. So it is a gas which is released into the atmosphere by the plants during a process called photosynthesis. I explained what it is. Photosynthesis means it is the preparation or synthesis or manufacturing of food by the plants. So which gas is released during the process photosynthesis? Oxygen. Which gas? Oxygen is released during the photosynthesis. Okay, during the process of photosynthesis. Then the third material which we get from plants is medicines. Medicines are used for what purpose? They are used to cure diseases. And fourth one is what? Wood. Wood is a part of tree and it is used for many purposes. Then fiber. What is a fiber? Fiber is a thread-like structure that we get from plants. Then fodder. It is the material or feeding material which is given to animals, cattle or like a cow, bull, etc. Okay, have you understood all these things? I repeat, which are the useful materials that we get from plants. Which are they? One, food. Two, second one, oxygen. Third one, medicines. Fourth one, wood. Fifth one, fiber. Then fodder, etc. Okay, next. Then, see, already we learned that during a process called photosynthesis, spelling is important. P-H-O-T-O-S-Y-N-T-H-E-S-I-S. Photosynthesis. I explained what it is. It is the preparation or synthesis of food. And we know that plants only can do the process of photosynthesis. And during photosynthesis, one gas is taken into the plants and one is released out. So which gas is taken into the plant? See, plants take in which gas? Carbon dioxide. Here, check the spelling. C-A-R-B-O-N, carbon dioxide, D-I, oxide, O-X-I-D-E. So plants take in carbon dioxide and they give out oxygen during which process? Photosynthesis. I repeat, during photosynthesis, what is happening in plants? They prepare or they synthesize food. And during this process, one gas is taken into the plant and another is released out. So which gas is taken into the plant? That is gas, that is carbon dioxide is taken into the plant body and oxygen is given out or released out. Is it clear? I repeat, plants take in carbon dioxide and give out oxygen. During which process? During photosynthesis. Okay. Then the second thing is that we are learning about what? Uses of plants. Plants have many uses. We learned, okay, the useful materials that we get from plants. We learned food, medicines, etc. And second use of plant is roots of plants. They bind the soil and help to reduce soil erosion. Soil erosion. This word you learned in the first chapter. What is soil erosion? It is carrying away of soil. Carrying away of soil is called soil erosion. You know that roots of plants, they can bind the soil so that these roots of plants, they help to reduce what? Soil erosion. So this is another use of plant. First one, plants can release oxygen. During which process? During the process of photosynthesis. Second is, plants can reduce soil erosion. How? With the help of their roots. Is it clear? I think that it is clear for you. If you want, I will repeat one more time. During photosynthesis, plants take in carbon dioxide and they release oxygen. This oxygen is utilized by all living things for their breathing process. Is it clear? Then the roots of plants, they bind the soil and thus they can help to reduce soil erosion. Next is products that we get from plants. One by one, I told you in the beginning, we learned that plants give us many useful things. So one by one, we can learn. Today, we can learn the food. So the first product that we get from plants, that is food. What is food? Anything that is eaten for our living and growing is called food. And we all know that different types of food materials are there in plants. They include, which are they? They are cereals, pulses, fruits, vegetables, spices, beverages, nuts, oils and sugar. So these materials are the food materials that we get from plants. Which are they? I repeat one more time. We get cereals, pulses, fruits, vegetables, spices, beverages, nuts, oils and sugar. See, all these things we have to learn in detail. Again, one by one we can learn the food items. Which are the food items that we get from plants? Okay, one by one. First is, what is it? Cereals. What are cereals? Actually, they are the food grains. They include wheat. You know what is it? Then rice. Then barley. Millets means bajra. Then oats and maize. All these food grains are called what? Cereals. So, cereals are food grains such as or like wheat, rice, barley, millets, oats and maize. Okay. Then see, you learned in the last year, that is third standard, the nutrients in the food. Nutrients in the food, they may include carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, etc. So these cereals, they are rich in what type of nutrient? Carbohydrates. You have to check the spelling. Carbo, C-A-R-B-O, hydrates, H-Y-D-R-A-T-E-S. So cereals are rich in what type of nutrient? Carbohydrates. Cereals include what type of plants? Wheat, rice, barley, millets or bajra, oats and maize. And they are rich in, cereals are rich in what type of nutrient? Carbohydrates. Okay, next. And you know that, see, wheat and rice, we use the flour obtained from these plants to make what? Food items like idli, dosha and chapati. So all these food items you are familiar with. Okay. So here we learned the first type of food. What is that? First type of food that we get from plants is cereals. So cereals include plants like wheat, rice, barley, millets, oats and maize. These cereals, they are rich in which nutrient? Carbohydrates. They are rich in carbohydrates. And we can use the flour obtained from wheat and rice to make what? Food items like idli, dosha and chapati. Have you understood all these things? We are learning about what? The useful things obtained from plants, that we get from plants. The first one is food. What is food? Anything that is eaten for living and growing is called a food. So which are the food items that we get from plants? So many food items are there. Which are they? Cereals are there, pulses are there, millets are there. Okay, and one by one we can learn. The first food item is cereals. What are cereals? They are the food grains that such as wheat, rice, barley, millets, oats and maize. And these cereals, they are rich in what type of nutrient? Carbohydrates. What type of nutrient? Carbohydrates. And we can use the flour obtained from the cereals like rice and wheat to make food items like idli, dosha and chapati. Have you understood up to this? Okay, then we can go to the next slide. See, these are the pictures of cereals. So they, one, see, this plant, you know, wheat. Okay, we get wheat is like this. Then this is called a rice plant. So first one, wheat. Second one, rice. We are learning about the examples of cereals. Wheat, rice. Then next, barley. This plant is called a barley, and this is oats. Barley, cereal, then oats. Next is, what is it? This plant everybody knows, okay? This is maize plant. Then next is, these are the food items that we can make from the flour obtained from rice and wheat. Which are they? This is, what is this? Idli, this one dosha, and this one chapati. So these are all about what? Cereals. We are learning about what? Useful things that we get from plants. First is food. So many food materials are there, we can take so many food materials from plants. First word is cereals. So I repeat, okay, I repeat one more time. What are cereals? Cereals are the food grains such as or like wheat, rice, barley, millets or bajra, oats and maize, and they are rich in carbohydrates. It is a type of nutrient needed for growth, and we can use the flour obtained from these cereals to make food items like this. Okay, next is pictures. Then the second type of food item that we get from plants is pulses. Second type of food item that we get from plants is called pulses. You know what are pulses? They are the seeds of edible seeds. Pulses are edible seeds of some plants. They are called pulses. Then these pulses are rich in nutrients like proteins, Proteins. We can read it as proteins. Then minerals, 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 and vitamins or vitamins. In both the way we can pronounce vitamins or vitamins, Vitamins. Okay, so pulses. What are pulses? They are the edible seeds that we get from some plants. Then they are rich in what type of nutrients? They are rich in proteins, minerals and vitamins. Then which are the examples of pulses? Examples include beans, peas, soybeans and dal. Okay, Hindi word dal. English pronunciation is dal. See, so the pulses include beans, peas, soybeans and dal. So what are pulses? Pulses are the edible seeds of some plants, and they are rich in nutrients like proteins, minerals and vitamins. Then examples include beans, peas, soybeans and dal. Okay, then see, only these 3 points are there. You have to learn about pulses. I repeat one more time. What are pulses? They are the edible seeds of some plants. They are rich in what type of nutrients? Proteins, minerals and vitamins. Okay. Then examples include beans, peas, soybeans and dal. Next, these are the pictures, okay, of pulses. So, you know, this is beans. In your home, it is used as vegetable. At the same time, we can use it as pulse. Okay. Then it is coming under 2 categories. Then peas, you know what it is? This is peas. Next is this one, soybeans and dal. Okay. So these are the examples of pulses. Examples of pulses. So which are the points we learned about pulses? Pulses are edible seeds of some plants. They are rich in nutrients like vitamins, minerals and proteins. Okay. Next is fruits and vegetables. You know, see, plants can store their food. I already told you that plants can synthesize or prepare their food by a process called photosynthesis. So this food can be stored in almost all plant parts. Which are they? They can store food material in their stems, in their roots, in their leaves, in their flowers and fruits. And we can use all these as our material, food material. Okay. So plants store food where? In their stems, roots, leaves, flowers and fruits. We eat these parts as fruits and vegetables. Okay. So plants store food material in their stems, roots, leaves, flowers, fruits. Means in all plant parts food can be stored. Okay. And we can use all these parts as fruits or vegetables. Then fruits. So you know the names of many fruits. Fruits include apple, banana. Fruits like apple, banana, peach, cherry, grapes, mangoes and oranges. They are rich in nutrient called vitamins. So apple, banana, peach, cherry, grapes, mangoes and oranges, they contain the nutrient vitamins, and we can make juices and jams from fruits. Clear? Next is, these are the pictures of various fruits. What is this? This is apple. This one banana. This one peach. All these are familiar to you. Okay. Next, which fruit is this? Cherry. This one grapes. This is mango. Then watermelon. Okay, melon. Then oranges. All these are various fruits which contain which nutrient? Nutrient vitamins. Okay, so we can use these fruits as a rich source of vitamins. Fruits and vegetables. Next is vegetables. Vegetables contain vitamins and roughage. Vegetables contain what? Vitamins and roughage. See, roughage means it is a material, fibrous material which helps to move food and waste through the parts of our digestive system. Okay, that is roughage. R-O-U-G-H-A-G-E. So vegetables contain what? Roughage and vitamins. And we eat vegetables like cabbage, everyone knows. Okay, cauliflower, spinach, then potato, broccoli, beetroot and onion. So all these are various vegetables which we use in our daily life. Okay, so vitamins contain what? Vegetables contain what? Vitamins and roughage. And so many vegetables which we are using in our daily life include cabbage, cauliflower, spinach, then potato, broccoli, beetroot and onion. Next is their pictures. Which are they? See, what is this? This is cabbage. This one cauliflower. Then this is what? Spinach. This one broccoli. Then this is potato. This one beetroot. This one onion. All these are various vegetables that we use in our daily life. Okay. One more topic I included for today's class, that is oil seeds. What is oil? Oil is a fatty liquid which does not mix with water. I repeat, what is an oil? Oil is a fatty liquid which does not mix with water. And you know, seeds of many trees and plants, they give us oils. So which are those oils that we get from plants? See, we get groundnut oil, sunflower oil, coconut oil, palm oil, etc. All these oils, they are used for cooking purpose. So which type of oils are used for cooking? One, groundnut oil, 2. Sunflower oil, then coconut oil and palm oil. You know all these things because here Mama use all these things. Mama uses all these things, all these type of oils in your kitchen. Then medicinal oils include castor oil. It is a type of plant, castor oil, eucalyptus oil, that is familiar to you, eucalyptus, then neem oil. All these are the medicinal oils. They are obtained from plants. Next, some oils like cottonseed oil, olive oil and neem oil, they are used to prepare soap. Next is hair oil, that is coconut oil. It is used as our hair oil. So these are the uses of oil seeds. Which are they? We can use many type of oils for cooking purpose. Which are they? One is groundnut oil, then sunflower oil, then coconut oil and palm oil. These oils can be used for cooking. Then which are the medicinal oils? Castor oil, neem oil and eucalyptus oil. Then some oils such as cottonseed oil, olive oil and neem oil, they are used to prepare soap. Then which oil is used as hair oil? That is coconut oil. So these are the various types of oils which we use for cooking, which we use as medicinal oils and which are used to prepare soap and also hair oil. Okay, repeat: groundnut oil, sunflower oil, coconut oil and palm oil, they are used for cooking. Then castor oil, eucalyptus oil and neem oil, they are used as medicinal oils. Then cottonseed oil, olive oil and neem oil, they are used to prepare soap. Coconut oil is used as hair oil. Pictures are also included here. So this is groundnut, okay, groundnut. This one is familiar to you, that is what? Sunflower. Then next is, what is it? Coconut, okay, coconut. This one is palm tree. Next, this plant is castor. You may not be familiar. In some areas it is there, castor. This is the castor plant and this is familiar to you. This is neem plant, okay. Then what is it? This is eucalyptus. Eucalyptus oil is also there. Then oil seeds which we use to prepare soap, they include cottonseed oil. This is cotton. Then this is olive plant. Then okay, all these are there. So I repeat all these things one more time. We learned uses of plants. We learned that we get many useful things from plants. Which are the useful things that we get from plants? We get food, oxygen, medicines, wood, fiber, fodder, etc. Next is uses of plants. Plants can prepare food by a process called photosynthesis. During this process, plants give out oxygen and they take in carbon dioxide. This oxygen can be utilized by all living things for their respiration or breathing process. Then plant roots can prevent what? Soil erosion. Next, products we get from plants. One is food. Food material. Food includes cereals, pulses, fruits, vegetables, spices, beverages, nuts, oils and sugar. Then what are cereals? They are the food grains which are rich in carbohydrates. They include wheat, rice, barley, millets or bajra, oats and maize. Then picture diagrams we learned. Next is pulses. Okay, pulses. Pulses are the edible seeds of some plants. They contain proteins, minerals and vitamins. Examples also we learned. Next, we learned oil seeds. Fruits and vegetables, then oil seeds. Okay, we learned fruits and vegetables and we learned that plants store their food in their body parts, plant parts like stems, roots, leaves, flowers and fruits, and we can use all these things as fruits and vegetables. Then pictures are there. Last one is oil seeds. Okay, oil seeds or oil seeds, okay, seeds of trees and plants, they give us oils. They include groundnut oil, sunflower oil, coconut oil and palm oil. These oils are used for cooking purpose. Then castor oil, eucalyptus oil, neem oil, etc. are used for medicinal purposes. Then cottonseed oil, olive oil and neem oil, they are used to prepare soap. And coconut oil is used as hair oil. In the last slide, please. Okay. Some fill in the blanks questions. See, first question, cereals are rich in what? Carbohydrates. We learned the spelling also. Cereals are rich in nutrient. Which nutrient? Carbohydrates. Barley and maize are dash. They are the examples of cereals. Then dash are rich in proteins, minerals and vitamins. Pulses. Vegetables are sources of dash and dash. They contain vitamins and roughage. Olive oil and neem oil are used to prepare what? Soap. So one more time I repeat the questions. Cereals are rich in what? Carbohydrates. Barley and maize are cereals. Then dash are rich in proteins, minerals and vitamins. Pulses. Vegetables are sources of dash and dash, vitamins and roughage. Olive oil and neem oil, they are used to prepare soap. Okay, I think that today this is sufficient for you. Thank you.